welcome back to your podcast. We're your hosts.
I'm Beth Ann.
And I'm Kaylee.
And we're just kidding. I'm Kaylee.
And I'm Beth Ann.
And we're so glad you're here. So I've been keeping a secret from you.
That's just like
Only
starting
just
to
this
feel like
morning.
a pregnancy announcement.
Do you know? Why would you even roll the words off your tongue?
But do you know what I mean?
And put people in a frenzy.
People meaning mom.
You have a long time before that's even a possibility. So how about that?
I love that, but I'm anxiously waiting.
Well, please
Excitedly
don't. Okay, like,
Kaylee, are upset with me?
no, I literally want to restart.
You do?
Yes. So what I've been keeping from you is I came downstairs. I knew that I felt a little bit weird this morning, but I didn't know why. It had something to do with my dreams, but I couldn't remember what they were when I first woke up. So I came downstairs and I was like, I think I just remember dreaming about getting my nails done because I'm getting my nails done this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure that I did dream about getting my nails done. But amidst my walk with Manor Penny, what I realized was I dreamed something else. Me and Gage were at a store somewhere. I don't even know.
Okay.
And there was a girl in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even believe what I'm about to say. Gage. I mean, this is
you
so
look sick. You do. You look very hurt by this trauma.
I've been grappling with it on my lonesy for the past 2 horas.
I
It's
really
been taking a
did
toll.
think you
Listen.
looked rough this morning.
Oh,
I did. I'm like, she's so tired. She's drained of something.
no, I feel rested. I must admit, I do.
Really?
Well, I don't know, because now I'm like, wait, did I even rest?
You have hurt eyes. I'm looking in your eyes. You really do. You look
Well,
hurt.
this is what happened. There was a girl standing in front of us at the store. And Gage, my beloved, my loyal, trustworthy, I must stand beside him, king.
We still got 12 hours before Spain. Anybody can take his spot.
Beth
What
Ann,
this man do to you? What did he do?
He I can't even believe I'm saying this about my boyfriend. He would never do that.
Does he know that he did this?
No,
Like, have you ever
he's
told
going to
him?
find out when he listens to this episode and literally next week. He looked at this girl. Okay. And he was like, you are so beautiful. Let me go ahead and pay for all this.
That's how you know it was a dream.
At the cornerstone.
Because he will never.
Kaylee! So you forgot about it and then remembered it this morning? Amidst me bending down to pick up Manor Penny's tootie.
Okay.
So I don't know what that was all about. This was a very detailed dream. I remember being very detailed, very thorough. And so when we were actually standing in the convenience store, I did not know that's what he said. I was talking to the lady at the checkout counter and there was this other girl and I just was kind of unaware. It did not click. Kind of like me this morning.
Who was the girl?
I don't know who the girl was. Never saw her face, no case.
Right.
And so it was later on in the dream that then I realized that's what was said right in front of me. And I had this moment in my dream
It's all making
I
sense.
have to leave it.
It looks like you had been crying.
So,
I
don't know.
Feeling like you have to leave him. These are
no, let me explain. I think that I had this dream because there's a trend or all these trends going right now. I don't know where the audios are coming from, but it's like a background sound of a couple arguing and one girl wailing and screaming.
I'm
and
sure it's from Love Island.
Isn't
Who Our producer
we
said,
hadn't harped on Love Island enough, matter of fact. But no, it
I was
was
just
like
thinking if it's a sound you haven't heard and we don't watch Love Island.
well, I don't know where.
Where,
I feel like they're coming
that.
from movies or something, but they're just these audios, and people are putting themselves balled up on the ground, putting something on the screen. This is when I knew. Basically, just trying to relate to relationships that they shouldn't have stayed in. Yada yada yada.
Oh,
and
or
my
the one
relationship.
where it's this is me now, and then it's but there was a time, and it goes back to an.
Oh, those are so sad. But no, it's I mean, Yabathan, but no, the audio that I'm talking about is the ones that are very like dramatic.
Okay.
And I was watching them before bed. Shouldn't have done it.
No.
Shouldn't have done it.
No.
Should not have done it.
Yeah.
Because in IRL, like my relationship does not compare, it doesn't compete.
Mm-mm.
So I don't know why like that would be my dream. But I know that you can't control your dreams. I do fall victim to thinking that every dream has a meaning though. And I have to kind of push
You do.
past.
You do. It's interesting because you and I, we don't get into, well, obviously we don't get into like the crystals or anything like that, but we don't get into like horoscope or what our signs mean, rising and falling star, rising and falling moon, rising and setting sun. We just don't. So for you to have always been a gal to look up your dreams, it has shocked me to my core. I don't know if I've ever told you. It's one of those things that I've always thought about.
It can't help but to spark curiosity when I have a dream that I'm rolling
teeth
down
are falling
the hill,
out.
that my teeth are falling out.
I know.
And I'm
'cause you're
picking my
anxious.
teeth up like almonds into a Ziploc baggie. Like I've had this repeated
But what
dream.
do you mean almonds?
I'm telling you. Do you remember the big long hill in the Princess Diaries movies? And she couldn't get the gear change, and so they're in the blue car and she kept rolling backwards. Yeah. My dream was I was on a razor scooter. I'm sure after it sliced up my ankles. Mm-hmm. I'm going down the hill. And I get going a little too swiftly, which you know that's not my personality at all. In fact, if I saw a hill of that magnitude, I would never hop on a razor scooter. I'd probably crawl.
Yeah.
I'm so petrified.
I know you are.
And I was on my razor scooter. I took a tumby and I was taking a tumby down the hill. My teeth were falling out, but in front of me, I'm watching my teeth fall out and immediately when they hit the pavement, turning to almonds, as if like a flake of snow hits the pavement and turns to
wasabi or wasabi and soy or no?
Oh my gosh, always wasabi and soy, maybe salt and vin. But yeah,
I bought wasabi and soy for our plane ride to
Did you? I was thinking last night. Okay. Oh, for those that don't know, we're headed to España en la mañana. But when this episode comes out, we're going to be in España. So I absolutely can't wait. We're going to Madrid. One of the days we're going to train over to Barcelona. Like I can't wait. So we're going ahead and getting this recorded before we hit the road jack. But yeah, I don't know. I had finally, after like years, months or whatever of having these dreams, like I had to look it up. I was so curious. And that is when it hit me that I had anxiety.
I would say so.
Yep.
Which is
That's
interesting
when I figured
that
it out.
I've never had that dream with the teeth falling out because I'm so anxious before bed and as soon as I wake up.
Well, it can signify a fear of like losing someone. I'm going to look.
Oh, Mia,
I want to
what
read
a time to be alive. Do you know?
What does it mean?
I have two things that I've been storing away while
Okay.
you've been chit-chatting.
Oh, I've been chatting too long.
I just said while you've been chit-chatting. I did not
Dreaming
give
of your teeth falling out is a very common dream symbol, and it usually suggests you are experiencing stress, anxiety, or insecurity in your walking life. Great.
Perfect. So there is a dream that I keep having. I can't remember it right now, though, but I'll spat it out when I think of it.
Please.
Our trek. Mm-hmm. If you follow us on Ticker McTalk, or Kaylee might have posted this to IG Reels as well. It's always that fine line, what goes to both?
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know what to put on both. Instagram's going to get 6 likes. TikTok might also get 6 likes, but it's probably going to get more love on TikTok than it is on Instagram Reels.
TikTok, they're more likely to stay for my 3-minute video. Instagram, they're scrolling.
Instagram sees a reel with my name on it and swipes so fast past it. Our luggage at Boosted, we got off the aircraft when we landed in Montreal to visit our brother for his football game in Canada. I just feel like for people that don't know, but like everyone, I need to talk to y'all like, you know, because you know, you're always here, you felt longer.
No, I know, but one time, remember, we got that advice from our management, and they were like, y'all can't just start off every video assuming the person watching knows exactly what you're doing in your life. Like, you have to assume that your video is going on the For You page. Someone who's never seen you is seeing it. So it's okay to, like, reintroduce yourself sometimes.
Like, I can never fully, like, recap everything.
I don't want to pop on the internet brand new. Like, I'm here to talk to my friends, Mama.
And I am. It's my community.
So anyway.
So we get off, and we go to the carousel. Do we look at carousel? Carousel.
Yep, carousel sim when we got to Montreal.
And Delta was holding our bag hostage for good reason because it boosted, which they really could have just jiggered the zipper.
Yeah.
And it would have been a problem.
Yeah.
But they didn't want to do that. So our clothes are falling out, like a few tampons, a few dirty socks, you know what I mean. And we go over to the lady and we're like, hey, I think that's our bag right there. She's like, oh, it's broken.
She's like, this happened from it being overstuffed, a popped zipper. And I'm
Kaylee's like, well, that's impossible because we took how many pounds out? 8 pounds out?
9 pounds out.
Yeah, no. So she was wrong, but we did spend the time. We got it all fixed up, whatever. It was an Amazonian moment.
We couldn't really fight the case because that man at TSA put a heavy orange sticker on our bag. So it was singled out. They didn't have any empathy.
Right.
I'm pretty sure she looked at me dead in the eyes and said, we don't replace for broken wheels, broken zippers, busted handles, broken. I'm like, oh, okay. So what do you
The bag has to
replace
get
it
shot up
back for?
by the TSA.
Which I think we could still file a claim and I'm sure they would.
I mean, we'll have 9 hours on that aircraft tomorrow. We're going to file a few things.
Okay.
Any which way, it lasted for the trip and it lasted on the way home, but just barely. And it was a cute little set, the Amazonian moment where it's a little too cheap and you can't believe you're getting the deal for what you're getting it for, but also it turns into an Amazonian moment. Like, it was a cute luggage set, but that's really all it was a cute luggage set. Like, it wasn't durable.
Well, it was 3 pieces of luggage. It was a huge suitcase, a medium suitcase, and a small suitcase. The 2 and 3 are still holding on. Okay. And it was $100. I remember posting about it last summer. It lasted me all through Europe. I mean, that bag walked
But I just
miles,
want to talk about how
miles.
important it is, especially if you're traveling long distances, to have quality luggage
that withstands.
It's just something that you need to invest in, whether you want to invest in it for yourself or you want to ask for it for like the Christmas, the birthday. It just matters. Like, that's what I'm realizing. It just matters to have good luggage.
No, it does, because I spent $100 last summer, but we're already having to replace.
That's right.
It's like it hasn't even lasted me a full year.
So we got these suitcases, 2 suitcases, and we also got the backpacks. Backpacks are so cute. Posting a little TikTok later. Also a YouTube short. But anyway, from Horizon Studios, like, massive shout out to them, Horizon Studios. I also love a very signifying color. It's like a yellow. Identifiable. I'm sorry about signifying.
Yeah, what does that signify to you, Beth Ann? What does that old yellow color suitcase signify to you?
I was always so good at the spelling bee, but never really good at what words meant.
Okay. Well, thank you for being honest.
And that's how I balance myself out. So anyway, no, we got this like gorgeous yellow color.
It's like how can we describe?
Well, they'll see it on Ticker McTalker.
Period. Yeah, you'll see it on
I
TikTok.
was so excited. I busted into it yesterday. I got it undressed. It came in this luxury bag. Like, seriously, it was so cute. So it's Horizon Studios, but there's no O in Horizon. So HOR.
We just looked for luggage that had the absolute best reviews and that we could really trust somebody, because, we love our Amazon-y moments, but you just have to pick and choose like where you can skimp. And luggage, especially when you're on a 9-hour flight and you're having to roll your luggage around literally 2 or 3 miles like I did in Europe on the cobblestone. And are you gonna pop a wheelie? Like, you don't know.
I did a drag test, like
come on, you got it.
roll test.
Okay.
Like how the wheels were.
Yeah.
Because when we were trying to leave the airport last time and I was like, Kaylee, this stupid bag won't roll. Like, it literally wouldn't roll. And I kept tripping over it. You kept tripping over it. Like,
yes.
So yesterday I'm going to post this later. It's my packing video, but I did fall. I was jumping on the suitcase, like wheeling it all back in here in the hallway.
Oh my gosh, you fell?
And I did fall.
By yourself?
I hurt my ankle and I literally was laying on the ground after I heard it thinking, did I seriously just mess my ankle up doing
Oh, I
this?
hate that.
No, I know, it's truly fine. Just a few bruises.
Yeah.
But it wheels so well and it like goes in a circle. Oh, I'm just so excited, Kaylee. It matters.
I'm so excited. We get matching ones.
And we get matching ones. That's just a tidbit. Wait, that's the first thing I had to say. I have a second one.
Okay.
You know how earlier you were talking about, like, you're like, oh, I'm going to have to leave Gage because you found out that he talked to that lady in the,
in my dream.
in your dream.
Mm-hmm.
Would you leave someone that cheated on you?
Yes.
I was listening to a podcast. Okay, this morning I was listening to a podcast where they were encouraging this girl to stick it out. Like, he cheated, he messed up, but y'all been together for 10 years, right? And I'm like,
Look, this is where I stand as a woman of God.
Okay.
As a God-fearing woman.
Who doesn't want a divorce? Till death do us part, right?
Till death
but
do
you
us
broke that
part.
covenant.
But you broke that covenant. Till
Look it out,
death
you
do
dove.
us part?
Mm-hmm.
Listen. Oh my gosh, wait, what? I kind of lost my train of thought. I was coming in so hot and heavy. I was like,
That's
And now I'm
fine.
like, wait, what was I
That's
about to say?
fine. I am
No.
so glad that you think that way, so that I would never have to like talk you in or out of anything. It's just you do it.
Oh,
You're
that's what I was
gone.
going to say.
Okay.
As a God-fearing woman, I like to extend grace. I like,
Forgiveness.
you know,
Well, I don't
how
like
could
it.
I be redeemed if not extending redemption? That only goes so far. You know why? I'm human.
Mm-hmm.
I'm human. And mom, this has always been a conversation we've had with our mom. And she's like, I mean, you work it out. You do what it takes. And this is where I feel the Lord is going to have to take it from here.
And he is.
Okay. I can
I am
only
not a
go so
doormat.
far. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength.
But
He didn't
also
say how
human.
much strength.
He did. He also.
No,
It's not a commandment to stay with a cheating husband.
I'm not staying with a cheating.
I ain't staying with a cheating.
Thanks for checking.
nobody.
I know we've always been on the same page about that. Thanks for doing the pulse check today. Also, what I just said took me back to 2 days ago. Let me tell.
Okay.
We had a day on the lake. Me and my loyal, I'm a stick beside him man, who would never offer to pay for somebody's.
Smelling like a seafood market. No, she was.
For somebody's at the corner stove. He would never. Anyway, I've got to get it out of my head. I'm going to see him tonight. I have to remember that what I dreamed wasn't him. 2 days ago, we had a lake dia, and he's such a king that I had texted him earlier last week, and I was like, I want to wakeboard this weekend. And he said, your wish is my command.
Sweet, Kaylee,
I know.
that you said that.
So I have been able to, this is Gage and I's 2022, 2023, 2024, fourth summer together.
Yes.
This is our fourth summer. Every summer I've wakeboarded. I've gotten up and I've done it. And it might have taken me a couple tries, but then I got up and then I got the hang. 13 attempts later.
Do you know what's so powerful about 13 attempts? 13 attempts.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That
I didn't quit.
No.
Honestly,
one can ever paint you as a
I
quitter.
didn't, but my body did. It began to give out. I have never felt the way that I do. I guess because I have never attempted 13 times. Like, my body has never been this sore and worn out. And I don't even want to harp on it.
You
'cause
good,
I don't
bud?
wanna bring
What I couldn't.
Oh my God, you're so
I was
funny.
literally sitting over here cooking up how I
He
was
had
going to say
10 security guards for me. Y'all, I don't know what that boy is saying in the video.
I don't know what he's
But
talking about.
YGM.
But where's the security guard and how is he?
Also,
doing?
if I just would have listened to it and would have seen all these videos of like, you good mud, I just would have thought he meant like, you good mud? Like mud? As a mud?
What's ma?
Oh,
as a
as like, as a mud. You know, people say that. Not me, but others. Anyway,
Kaylee,
y'all.
you're
what-
so-
Okay, a few minutes ago, I said, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. I was audibly curled up. Okay, as I was, this is going to be an interesting angle for the camera. Maybe I won't. I was curled up, knees to chest, arms straight, latched onto the handlebars, like to the rope. It's attached to the boat. Leaned back, glutes engaged.
Did you queef?
Honestly, there were so many things to pay attention to. That one wasn't on my radar. But perhaps, I don't know, because I never really got up out of the water. I stood up one time, and that was it. But no, as I was knees to chest, holding on, I was going, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. I can do all things. I can do all things. Well, I just got dragged by the boat 5 seconds later. So anyway, I was humbled this weekend.
This
but
is the thing.
I'm
going
gonna
to
get back up at it.
Do all things. But, like, you do have to practice. So it's like you might not get it.
The first try or the 13th.
Or the 13th. But eventually, you know. And if you don't, at least you tried.
I know. I'm not worried about it. I
but
think
what
that I can do it.
I hate about all of this is that I wasn't there.
I know. I hate
I
it
wasn't
too.
there to encourage you. I wasn't there to give you, you know, the things
Well,
that we say
Gage
to
and
each
Dottie
other.
and Scott were encouraging me.
No, I know that they were, but there's something about a twin twuck that can really work.
I know. It's just, yeah, I was having a hard time.
Well, that's okay, Kaylee.
I know.
And I love you and I missed you this weekend, but I love that you had such a great weekend. And I had such a great weekend.
Did you relax your hooch?
I relaxed my hooch. I worked my hooch.
Yeah.
And I also relaxed my hooch.
So that day on Saturday that you said you just felt like running, tell me more.
Yeah. I probably watched an IG reel that lit a fire under my ass.
Yeah.
And I ran a 5K.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I just ran a 5K.
Yeah.
Like, there's something about,
How long?
did it take me?
Mm-hmm.
I know.
But that's okay. You don't know how long it took you?
I just said I know.
Oh, okay. You're not going to tell us?
31 minutes.
That's great. But then, that's like a 15 mile.
Yeah, but, like, I mean, I ran faster at a 10K. I don't know what was taking me so long.
Well, whatever. That's so great. I mean, but then we're not runners.
Okay. Wait, you're so right, girlie.
You
So
have
this
to
is what I
remind
mean about
yourself.
the twin talk. Like,
Yeah.
I could have gotten you up.
Well, I know. I was literally trying everything, and then I just...
Do you have a say it with your chest, yay or nay?
I do. But this is for a niche group of people.
That's okay.
You know how anxious motorcycles make me.
I do.
I, like, seriously, to each their own. We've never shared this story, though, so now I can. We went to the Indy 500 last year in Indiana, and the night before the race, we went to a Riley Green concert. Okay, so we're walking the streets of Indiana. We just had a bite. We're headed to the concert. This man comes up on his Harley right next to us on the sidewalk, right up against the curb. He goes, "One of y'all want to be my backpack?" Pops a wheelie, guns it about 94 miles an hour, and then takes a toomby backwards. His Harley flies across the highway. Cars are coming to a stop. Everybody's almost wrecked. I look over. He's rolling literally like a porcupine. Like
roly-poly?
What can I say? Roly-poly.
A porcupine.
I was thinking of
I can't even envision a porcupine.
No. I was thinking of a pine cone. I was thinking of a pine cone.
I'm thinking of
He's
a pine cone.
drop, stop, and rolling down the
Yeah.
highway. And it's just like, oh, his bicicleta is in 15 million pieces. He's
I
got
must
road
say-
burned to hell and back. And then there we are standing on the sidewalk. Like,
Something that he did was be a great sport about it.
yeah,
Something that was.
he literally
Because
popped
later-
right up.
He popped right up and he just
Got his stuff.
got his stuff. But then about 2 hours later, after we
Yep.
got and had appetizers or whatever, we passed him. We were like, we'll be backpack next time. And he was like, all right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Like, just continued on with his evening.
Well, how embarrassing, right?
Right.
Yesterday, I'm coming home from Gage's. I'm on the back roads, and I'm, of course, on the right side of the road. Person is about to pass me on the left on his motorcycle, and I hear, like I did that time.
Okay.
Seriously, I do have PTSD because it was that situation that we watched, that we witnessed right in front of our eyes could have been so much worse.
Yeah, watched a man die.
Yep. Could have been so much worse. This guy pops a wheelie because he probably thinks he's somebody.
I think he might.
Getting schmancy with it.
Mm.
I look in my side mirror. What do I see? Ain't nothing but a whole lot of on this man. Talking about one wheelie and a long line of crack. That man had more crack than Canada. Coming down the back roads thinking he was somebody doing the little. And I look. And there he was.
High butt crack.
Whole crack out on the highway. Thinking he's impressing somebody.
Give this man a pipe. Let him smoke some.
It was so gross.
screaming,
And I was all by
Kaylee.
myself. I had to witness it all by myself.
Was it hairy?
No. Literally?
You don't know.
No,
You do know. You could just figure yes.
Dinky. Greasy. Roly poly.
Porcupine pine cone.
Whole crack out. Boom, 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 boom.
I got my crack out. boom, 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 boom. I got my crack out.
Just like, I know people joke and it's so funny.
Like, what is so funny about a crack? So many things.
It's just like, as a man,
Like,
we're gonna have to put a compilation of all the episodes where either I'm giving advice or I'm just saying that, and I'm like,
as
as a man, I'm sorry you're held to a different standard. Like, nobody wants to see a girl's crack out, but also everybody wants to see a girl's crack out. Like, I don't really know. Katy Perry showed up to an event I saw
with her
like last
crack
year,
out.
with her whole crack out. Like, she had ripped her skirt down the middle, but it was purposely designed like that. Like, just crack. And it's just
Kaylee. I mean, it's so funny. Can you imagine me being a guy saw that?
oh my god. There's just a standard in which
Like, I feel bad about walking around with a wedgie. It just with my crack being. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, like, for my
with your
actual
crack being overindulged.
But, like, I
because
can't
you have
even
a conscience.
I do, but have you ever like just looked at a crack? Like, nothing about it's so gross. Truly. I mean, come on. Like,
yeah.
The only thing inside a crack's a dingleberry.
Right.
And so it's just
Never forget when Beth Ann and I convinced our 8th grade basketball team that we were conjoined twins and we were separated at the crack.
like
And
we were together at the crack.
we were
They had
together at
to-
the crack, like facing backwards. And so they had to split us at the crack. And,
And
so we
sew
told them
up.
that our cracks were sewed up
Uh-huh.
and that we had to pee out of our belly buttons.
So every time in practice that we had to pee, literally, like if Coach Dooley ever heard this episode, like he would be on the floor. I just saw Coach Dooley on a cruise last summer.
That was crazy.
That was amazing. But we would hold our bellies. Or we're like, oh, we have to pee.
We have
like,
to
we
pee,
have
we
to
have to pee. And I'd start like pulling my shirt up. And they'd be like, whoa, 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 get away.
That's how you know our cracks was never out. Kaylee, that's actually so psycho. And we probably developed that story from just like feeding off of each other.
Yeah.
Like we were probably like, yeah,
On
we
the
were
spot.
conjoined, and then you were like, yeah,
At
they
the
had to-
crack.
and I was like, that's why they had to sew it up, and it just kept going at 13 years old.
Well, also, we pulled our shorts down far enough because, you know, we have the low cracks. And we pulled our shorts down so far you could still see no crack that it was like, these girls definitely were sewed up at the crack. Like, they don't have a crack.
Oh my gosh.
No, it was so funny.
No, seriously.
We
it
have
was
been
so funny.
dilly-dallying, and
I know you're gonna let me say it with my chest.
that's what I was about to say, is what
Okay.
do you have to say with your chest?
Get the size charts right.
'Kay.
Get the size charts right, or send me free samples of a 28, a 29, a 30, and a 31. Because I think I'm a size 30, I get it in the mail, it fits me like a 40. I think I'm a size 29, I get it in the mail, it fits me like a 19. If there's such thing. I love ordering online. I love the convenience. But if you're not going to get it right, put the stores back in malls. Bring
Right.
strip malls back to life. Have the avenue wide open. Like,
Right.
I need something reliable for my hooch because I can no longer order last minute. I'm spending $300 on 2 pairs of jeans because, well, maybe it was like 5 pairs because it was Amazon and it was actually affordable because I don't know what size I am.
Right.
But
It's
I should be
so
able to know.
hard to know. I felt a little bit encouraged the other day because
I'm
I
interested.
looked down at my britches and
Those
my
are
Gap
29.
jeans. It's the ones that you switched out for me. I thought for some reason, like in my head, I was thinking you switched out the jeans from a 30 to a 28. I'm sorry, from a 30 to a 29. But when then I pulled my britches down and went to TT, I thought I saw 28 on the label.
Did you?
My eyes deceived me. It was 29. But for just a split second, I thought,
I was going to say that
be?
was a mistake because I meant to get the 29.
no, we did. And like, they fit great.
Just like the size charts, I need them. Or I ordered 2 pairs of jeans, okay, from Reformation. That's what it was. And the 29 of one pair fit me really well. The 29 of the next pair were absolutely massive. And it's just like,
Why? Be consistent. Be consistent.
You know
we'll
why?
bear that in mind for many waters.
we already have.
I know. What were you going to say?
I don't even know what I was going to say.
Well, period, because we've got to get a move on, Hooch. We've got a day before us. We've got our chiropractor appointment in literally 35 minutes. So we'll rapid fire this. This week for Flicks and Feels, if you're new here to your podcast, Flicks and Feels is our movie segment. So every week we watch a new movie. Could be on Netflix, Amazon Prime, which have ya. And you guys write in to yourpudcast@gmail.com. That is yourpudcast@gmail.com. Give us a suggestion. It could be your favorite movie of all time. It could be a new movie that's out that you want to watch. Whatever. This past week, we watched Kinda Pregnant with Amy Schumer. Beth Ann told me, this was my pick because I started watching this on my own when I was running on the treadmill in Montreal when I had that like urge to run. We've been so quirky with that. Anyway, so started this movie. I just thought it was so funny and unserious. Bethany was watching it yesterday and she said, Kaylee, this is totes inappropriate. So I'm like, oh my God, no. I think they might have said like one or two cuts.
One or two.
Oh.
In the first 10 seconds.
Really?
Kaylee.
I can't remember.
Maybe I wasn't running.
I wasn't paying that much
locked
attention.
in. No, literally, Lenny and I were watching it and he was like, oh, Kaylee's funny for this. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
It was
something about like
Kaylee, she was sitting on his face. She was trying to sit on his face.
Okay, that part. It's just something about when a movie is so funny. Like they were doing it to be funny, so it wasn't serious.
I don't even care.
It doesn't take a toll on me. When it's a serious movie or super intense, that's when I get like really overwhelmed and overstimulated with the cussing, or maybe with the inappropriate behaviors. But with this movie, I was just like, everything was a joke.
It was very evident that you were not worried about it.
Because if you watched Kinda Pregnant and you felt
and we offended you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, you didn't.
It was all a big fat joke. Oh my gosh, I'm
so
all
funny.
over the place with Beth Ann. We had a follow up for Brice Advice. Okay, just don't let me forget. We have a follow up.
Okay, I won't.
Anyway, the whole thing. What was so funny is that little things happened, but it spiraled into bigger and bigger.
No, what was so funny is that I think the actual pregnancy bump was only on her like once or twice. Everything else was like a chicken or a balloon, like anything. I'm like,
I know.
Okay.
No. When the little kid, when she walked through the front door and the little kid stabbed her belly with a knife. It was just one thing after another. And then she runs into her ex and, they broke up because he wanted to bring someone else into the relationship. And the next time she sees him, he's literally got 8 women with him. It's like, oh, wow, you
are disgusting.
Took a mile. Yeah. Disgusting.
Right.
So funny. The brother, Latte and Lainey, could not have been a better fit. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was just so lighthearted, but not. I mean, I guess some parts were like maybe stupid, but I did not really think it was that stupid. I just thought it was funny and like creative.
I really did think it was funny. And sometimes when movies are supposed to be funny, I don't laugh.
Right.
But between that one and the new Medea movie that I watched the other night, like I'm cracked up, burning calories, laughing so hard.
I know.
What was the follow-up for Brice Advice?
Oh, well, I have to tell you. Okay, so but for this week, for Flicks and Feels, we are going to be watching. Oh, I took a screenshot. I think it's called Kinda Cops, Almost Cops. I was thinking of Kinda Pregnant. It's Almost Cops. It's brand new. It's number 4 in movies today on Netflix.
Perfect.
Demoted to community officer, reckless ex-detective Jack gets partnered up with the eccentric Raymond, the perfect duo to fight crime with chaos. So, like, it'll be funny.
We'll watch on the plane tomorrow. Could probably watch 8 movies on the plane tomorrow.
Yes, definitely. What's going on? So when I was reading into like what's going on in the news lately, I actually read fake news, and it was like Britney Spears.
Easy to do,
isn't it?
Kind of like the search under the video of me trying on clothes. How about you go read that? Because that's fake news.
Oh.
Kaylee posted a video to Ticker McTalker the other day where we had gone shopping. We needed a few things for Spain. Kaylee didn't feel like trying on, so I tried on. I'm the only one putting clothes on. Literally, the search for this video is plus size skirts.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the devastation? It literally turned to my
TikTok search. That doesn't mean anything to me. It could be anything. Those search bars don't mean jack diddle to me.
Okay.
And they shouldn't to you either.
Like, they don't, but, like, what's the reason? Do you know?
I don't know what the reason is. I don't understand. I don't know the reason for algorithm. I don't know the reason for literally any of it. None of it makes sense. And I really try not to get too wrapped up because it's so overwhelming. And, like, for what?
Yeah, but it's just, like, I literally could have said, like, skinny girl skirt, but I wanted to say plus size. Where'd the plus size come from? Like, I'm just curious.
It's kind of like the comments that are like, thank you so much for showing me this. I've always struggled with my body type, but we have the same exact body, and this just encouraged me so much. I'm like,
okay, fatso, like, which also then I go and
I'm
look
so
at
glad I could be of service.
I go
It's
and look at those people
awful.
half the time, and I'm like, okay, so we look nothing alike, right?
We look nothing alike.
Never do.
I'm gonna say it with my chest because we wear clothes that fit us and we wear our size.
No, literally everyone's like,
People
but then
don't
how
know
are you
their
an extra
size.
large? How are you a large? How are you an extra large? Well, I don't.
That's what fits.
That's what fits.
It's not gonna be too tight.
Yeah, like nobody wears what fits anymore. They just want to wear like the size they think that they should be.
And you cannot do that. Like what we said earlier, when a 31 sometimes fits 4 inches bigger than another 31, but it's the same size. The size does not matter. Jeans don't have to fit you. You have to fit the jeans.
I know that's right, Miss Kaylee.
Wait, did I say that right? You don't have to fit the jeans. The jeans have to fit you. Whatever.
Okay, whatever you said, I knew what you were saying. Like
It was kind of like a mic drop.
like it was.
Listen,
Yeah.
I was trying to find out what was going on in the news, and I read Britney Spears said she's adopting. First thing that came to mind, because I haven't kept up with this girl, is
She needs adopting.
she needs adopting.
Right.
I thought she was the one in the conservatorship and like all this stuff. She got out from under control of her dad, so I did my research.
I wonder
Whatever.
how.
In a recent post, I'll show you. It looks like that. If you're listening, just take a gander at Britney Spears' Instagram. Like, love that she's living her life, but you might get a gist of what I'm saying. She says, this is her caption. Well, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but in the caption, she says, and I want to let you guys know I adopted a beautiful baby girl. Winky face, winky face, winky face. Her name is Lennon London Spears. Okay, I'm not quite sure what she's talking about. And then in this one, her caption for this other post, got a new car, but I hate it. The roof doesn't come off. WTF. The pedals are not like my old car at all. I almost ran into my house. Oh well, I live in the baby pool now. It is my fountain of youth because the water is cold. In my pool, I got far too sick because it was 100 degrees. No thank you. I need 7 water parks outside my house. I will show you guys my new garden soon. It's unbelievable if I must say so myself.
Part of me is resonating. The other part of me is picturing my second grade self writing a little novelty.
It's kind of like when Big Mama texts us and she has a million ideas and like things to tell us, and it's just
No
like
punctuation. ...
By the way,
Because sometimes I do just want to send a text. It's like, I ate watermelon today.
I know.
I ate watermelon today. I still
I'm
wear
constipated.
A size shoe.
I need to walk Minterpeeny. Oh,
I'm so sorry. I literally just lost my train of thought. Hold on. Hey, Gage, cut this part where we just said that. I don't know.
No, Lenny's at it. We're doing the 3 camera frames now.
Oh gosh, Lenny's gonna have to do it. Okay.
There aren't that many edits in this, Beth. We're fine. Okay. Anyway, so I don't know what's going on in this press.
She
I
doesn't
want
know
to believe
either.
she's doing better.
Let's
without
not make it
pass-
our responsibility.
It's
to
not.
figure out.
It's not. It's
Okay.
not. Without
Further ado.
Oh, Beth Ann, you put 2 different.
What?
On the mini waters thing, I think you put like our bank account info and like a credit card, and they don't know which one to use. Whatever. Without passing judgment, I'm not quite sure like if she's doing better. But anyway, so that's what's going on is I think everybody thought she was adopting. She's not. I don't know what that's about. Anyway, I think we're going to have to jet through these Brice Advice. Maybe we'll do 2 instead of 3 today.
That'll be fine.
You feel okay about that?
I do.
Okay, I'm sorry to rob anybody of the 3rd Brice Advice. We just have so many responsibilities to tend to, and we were just yapping about everything else going on in our lives. Okay, so this is just a sweet one, and it was condensed by ChatGPT. Shout out you, girlfriend. Oh, if you're new, Brice Advice is our advice segment. So write into us whatever's going on in your life. If it is a relationship issue, a friendship issue, something in the workplace, something with family, something that you've just been harboring thoughts over for a long time, hand it over to us. We'll tell you what we think about it. You can write into us at yourpudcast@gmail.com. Try to keep it around like 2 paragraphs max. Things get a little too lengthy. Like we don't have to know every single detail, just enough to get the point across. You know what I mean? This first Brice Advice says, in January, I'm going to rename him just in case you didn't put a fake name. Nicholas and I mutually decided the timing wasn't right to pursue anything. I was fine with that, and we've been good friends since. We recently spent 2 weeks together at camp. I found out he's been pursuing a girl in our friend group, Angela, since March. If you're watching, Fiona is becoming the star of the show in the front of the camera. Okay, are you listening?
I am.
What did I just say?
Nicholas is pursuing somebody else.
He's pursuing Angela since March, but she's told him no multiple times. At first, neither of us were bothered because we agreed he still had some maturing to do and he wasn't either of our favorite person. Oh, so I guess Angela and our moomsie who wrote in, like, they're friends. And Angela told Nicholas no multiple times. At first, neither of us, so I guess her and Angela, were bothered because we agreed he still had some maturing to do and wasn't either of our favorite person or forever person. But as the week went on and they started acting like a couple, and I got unexpectedly jealous. After praying about it, I realized the jealousy came from seeing him show more intentionality and growth with her than he had with me. That shift made me catch feelings again. Now I'm unsure what to do. Do I tell him how I feel? His friend says he still struggles with how things ended with us. Talk to Angela and mention it's been hard for me and that I'm confused where things changed between then? Or just step back and let it be since maybe he still needs time to grow? Thanks again. Okay. Queen, you don't need to say anything to him. If you feel like he's pursuing Angela maybe harder than he was pursuing you, it's a little distracting for me. That just is what it is. That just is what it is, and that's just how life goes. When you don't meet your person and things don't work out with you, it's very more than likely when they do work out with the next person, it's because that guy is pursuing that girl harder. I mean, that's just a hard pill to swallow.
And I think it's tough that you're seeing it firsthand. It's different whenever you end things with somebody or y'all break up, whatever, and then you see via Instagram, via Facebook, via your friend told you, and it's hearsay.
You can kind of draw your own conclusions about how he's treating her.
Right. But you are seeing it. And so I think that's a little bit more hurtful. So it feels personal to you. And like you feel like you're in a position to say something or that you should say something to him, but you shouldn't, because look at it as the same. It's almost like, not like pretend like you aren't seeing it, but if you just were to have heard about this, you wouldn't text him or talk to him in person or call him or anything like that. Like that would just be really crazy. Like he would think you're crazy.
Also, what would you want from that? You would text him and you would tell him what? You see him pursuing Angela. You see that they're acting like they're dating. They're hanging out like that. So you texting him, you'd say what? And then what would you want out of that? All of a sudden he stops talking to her and starts talking to you. Like you don't, like,
do you really want to even be with him?
No. And just the fact, I think it's very normal to have those feelings of you don't think you're attracted, and then all of a sudden he does something, it's just kind of like reverse psychology. He does something that should make you unattracted. He's liking and pursuing someone else, but then all of a sudden you feel like you like him again. No, it's backwards.
Because just remember that the pursuing that he's doing, these qualities that you're kind of liking about him right now, like he's being intentional and like he's going after this girl. He's not going after you. Ultimately, like these are all things that he's doing to somebody else and not you. And so, I don't know, just remember too that this could just be, I mean, first of all, it could be the Lord's protection. You never know. I mean, this is just solidifying probably that this is not your person. I love stuff like that. Like when it so obviously isn't working out, when it's just made so clear, like there's just no praying for a sign in this situation. I mean, like you're seeing it with your eyes, you're experiencing it. That's not my person. It's like weed them out. You're weeding them out. You're getting closer to finding your person. I think that rewiring your brain a bit to kind of remove yourself from the situation and like this no longer has anything to do with me. I don't need to feel any type of way because it, again, has nothing to do with me. I think that would be your best route. What do you think, Kaylee?
Yeah, I agree. It's, you know, his friend might tell you that he still struggles with how things ended between y'all, but that just is what it is. Things don't always end perfectly, and y'all are all kind of friends, and I just think you need to let it go. I think ultimately you'll find more peace. Things will just feel more messy and weird, and then it's like you text him, he's probably going to tell Angela, and then, you know, it's just not worth the back and forth and the wishy-washy and the conversations and the awkward tension. It just is not worth it, and everything that you're thinking you see, maybe you are seeing with him pursuing her, someone is going to pursue you 100 times harder, and it's going to fulfill every thing that you're looking for, and it's not going to be a wishy-washy feeling, and it's not going to feel unresolved or
complicated.
It's just going to be right. And so you're fine. Your feelings are normal, but you don't need to take any action. Beth, will you give us our second Brice advice?
You actually have our second Brice advice.
Yes, I do. I recently became close friends with a girl at my church. It felt like an answered prayer. We connected quickly, and I had been walking with her through a struggle she was facing with seeking male validation by having mindless makeout sessions every time she went out. Oh my gosh, that's such a specific thing. Okay. Not here to shame, but I feel like that's important for context. Okay, it definitely is, because listen. A couple weeks ago, she invited me out for her birthday with her hometown friends. While we were out, I saw on Find My Friends that my brother was nearby and invited him to join for karaoke. I left shortly after, but my friend and brother stayed out with the group. The next morning, after church and breakfast with everyone, she called to tell me she and my brother made out after the night out. I was shocked and hurt. First thing I thought is that it's one thing to stumble in your sin struggle. I'm here as your friend to pick you back up, but to bring my brother down into it with you is crazy work. She told me it meant nothing, which only rubbed salt in the wound and wouldn't happen again, but I needed time to process. She continued on saying she had been talking with her friends all morning about how to tell me, and then anger took over my mind, and all I could think was how stupid I felt pouring into all these people that morning when they all knew how she had hurt me. I felt so small. Again, asking to hang up and have space so I didn't say anything I would regret. When I spoke to her a few days later, I explained why it hurt, especially given my past with broken friendships and situations strikingly similar to this one. I confronted my brother, and while I truly forgive them both, I couldn't shake the feeling that she just wanted to move on without truly understanding the weight of it because she didn't want to feel guilt or shame about it anymore. My brother is not the type to play around with the ladies. He's actually a really genuine person and shared with me that he did really have an interest in her. She continued on about how it meant nothing to her, saying this with my chest, people aren't disposable. Anyway, I keep praying for discernment, whether to rebuild the friendship or step back. The first time I saw her after everything, I felt a deep sense of dread. I took that as the Lord clearly telling me, forgive, pray for her, but guard your heart. That's where I need advice. We serve side by side as young adult ministry leaders, so space is hard to come by. I feel guilt over wanting distance, even though I believe the Lord has been clear with me. How do I honor that discernment without seeming cold or bitter? And how do I continue to guard my heart when separation is impossible? Literally, queen, fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it. If you feel like the Lord is telling you that you need to have grace and like you don't like the feeling of dread and you don't like the feeling of being hostile and you literally just have to fake it. You have to fake
A
it.
make-out fetish. She's got. This girl is obsessed.
This girl is
with
obsessed with
making
making
people.
out.
That is disgusting. Not because I'm judging you for making out with a bunch of people, but because like that's actually disgusting. Like I've never had a conversation with any rando anywhere in a bar, anywhere in like a downtown space and not thought to myself, their breath is horrible. Like everyone's stinky. Everyone's
Beth
just
Ann.
like sloppy and greasy.
Well, we have a bigger issue at hand because the brother kind of actually has interest in her. I think that she maybe would have interest in him, but to spare your feelings, like she's just trying to act like it kind of push it under the rug. She's telling you it didn't mean anything. It didn't mean anything.
Then why'd you do it?
Then why did you do it? Well, because that guy, she's got this fetish with making out after nights out.
She's a serial maker outer.
She's a serial maker outer, but
it's so miserable to make out with. Okay, and then regardless, I'm sorry. It's just like, what do you do? It's so
I don't know, but
like
that's
you're
the thing.
kissing someone you've never kissed before. Now you're making out.
Like
not
you're
just
kissing someone you don't know.
Like you have no chemistry. There's no rhythm. There's no like I'm absolutely panicking. You have to. I'm getting off task.
Yeah. Listen,
You're gonna be better at answering this than I will.
I just think
Because why do we have to give grace? Like this girl, like she just seems so wackadoodle. I kissed your brother and meant nothing. Okay.
yeah, she's definitely weird and uncomfortable, but if your brother actually thinks that he might like her, well, for one, you should probably warn him that she's a serial maker outer.
Mm-hmm.
She has confided in this girl and to tell her that she actually does struggle with this, with making out with people all the time.
What?
Yeah. Don't you remember at the beginning? She said, I'd been walking with her through a struggle she was facing with seeking male validation by having mindless makeout sessions every time she went out.
Makeout session.
Mindless makeout sessions.
Is crazy. So my thing is, if they don't mean anything and your mind's not in it,
there's something about the validation. I don't know.
literally WTF.
Everybody has their own struggle. But I think that you should warn your brother if he actually does like her, be like, well, you were actually part of a big struggle she's having to quit making out. So do that with what you will. As far as you and your problem, because honestly, I could go in on her and what she needs to deal with, but we don't have the responsibility of addressing her. It's not our problem, and it's not yours either. Her mindless makeout is not your cross to bear, okay?
Your cross to carry.
You're just going to have to fake it with her. If you're going to have to see her all the time, and you're going to the Lord will show you, he will give you the patience. You know, when we ask for patience, God puts us in situations to test that patience. So
I also don't want you to forget that you don't have to be friends with her. Like, well, there's just been people in my life where I'm like, okay.
yeah, but Bethany, she's with her every single day. So to make your life easier, because I can tell you're very genuine, this would keep you up at night.
But does she want to be with her every single day? Because
well, they work together. They serve side by side as young adult ministry leaders.
I just don't like when people feel trapped. I mean, you've got control of your own life. There's so many people that I've been friends with or acquaintances where it just got to a point where after so many times of them doing things that I would never do and us me have to forgive them or me have to feel awkward. I'm done feeling awkward. I'm done caring about what you're doing. I'm literally done listening to your problems. I don't want to because I don't have to. And then I just stop and then you just let it fizzle out and then it's done. So just don't forget that's an option. Just throwing that out there.
Thank you for throwing that out there. That's definitely an option. I'm going to address just you working continuously side by side with her every day for the foreseeable future. Her issues, you're a great friend for praying with her and maybe giving her advice. But maybe what you do is if she wants to continue to harp on her makeout struggles, you just say, look, I don't think this is my place anymore to kind of help you through this. I want to support you, but ultimately this is your self-control you're going to have to deal with. So I don't want to hear any more about your mindless making out, and I really don't want to hear about my brother being dragged into it. So if you really, really, really mean that none of it meant anything to you with him, leave him alone. Don't pursue him another time. And we can talk about things that don't have to deal with you and your mindless making out.
Please don't try to make out with me.
And please don't try to make out with me.
No, I'm scared I'm going to give you a little bit too much validation. You're just going to start making
But
out
I
with
trust that you can fake it. And then if she just still wants to confide in you about this whole thing, you're like, I'm past the point. It's not my place anymore. And there's nothing wrong with you saying that. You need to say that. Okay. You got this. So we have a prayer request, and then I will close us. She says, hey, Queen, my husband and I are having our first baby in August of this year. Congratulations. We cannot be more excited or feel more blessed. That being said, I'm a teacher, so I'll be missing the first few months of school to go on maternity leave. The fall semester won't be so bad with finding somebody to watch our boy because I'll only have about 4 weeks to teach between Thanksgiving and Christmas breaks. Praise God. But the spring semester is a different story, with spring break being my only break to be home with my baby. We still don't know who's going to watch him when I go back to work, and it's been weighing on me pretty heavy. He will be so little, so I'm afraid to send him to daycare. And financially, it doesn't look like we can afford an in-home nanny or babysitter, which is ideally what I'd love to do. All that said, I know the Lord will provide, as he always does, but it feels so uncertain now, and I want what's best and what's meant for our precious baby boy. Please pray for some clarity, some peace, and some provision. Love you, moomsies. Okay, let's take it to the Lord. Beth Ann's eating blackberries on set. No problem. Get your fiber in, Queen.
Bury me with blackberries.
Honestly, get your fiber up because you know how things be when we travel. They don't move as like they used to.
I've already packed what I need in the suitcase, girl.
Period. Lord, thank you so much for this day, and thank you for waking us up this morning. We didn't say it earlier, but it is our Mimi's 81st birthday today. And first, God, I just want to praise you so much for her life and for all that she just means to us and for the influence she has over us, for the positive impact that she's had on our lives, our entire lives. God, I thank you that you've just always kept us so close and allowed her and our grandfather to be such big parts of our lives and be like a second set of parents to us. I thank you, Lord, that they love you and that they showed us how to love you and that they've always encouraged us with your word and your love and your light. Father, I lift up our moomsie who's wrote in, God, who's having her baby in just a few weeks. I first pray just for a smooth delivery. I pray for a healthy, perfect baby boy. God, and I just pray that you would align things, God, open doors that allow for the perfect person or place to become available to them to keep their baby when they really need it in the spring semester. Lord, I pray that you would just give peace over her and her husband about this situation. I know that it's so important and their baby is the most important thing in their lives, God, and I just pray that you would handpick somebody, or maybe it is a daycare type situation, God, that can accommodate for them and that can be just a safe and healthy place. Lord, I just pray for a great rest of our week. I pray that you would keep us safe as we're traveling to Spain. I just thank you for this opportunity that we have, for all the things that we get to see and do. God, I pray that you'd be with my parents as they're traveling. I thank you, Lord, for all that you've blessed us with, for these opportunities and for the opportunities that we have to sit down with these people that we love, to connect with them. I thank you for every listener and viewer. God, we praise you for who you are. We love you so much. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Girl, we got to go get our backs cracked. And we got to call the chiropractor on the way because we're running late. Y'all, everybody have a great week. If you're going on any vacations, don't forget to hit up Horizon Studios.
Yes, I was like, what? I didn't know how to fill in the blank right there. I'm so
sorry. Yeah, Horizon Studios, just another quick shout out for their luggage to take you places.
Oh, no, that's right, Queen.
Y'all don't forget.
On the horizon.
On the horizon.
We love ya, and Jesus saves ya.
Bye.